everybody, it's Kayla. I'm back. It's been about 80 plus years since I've been on here, and I took a while to come back to make a video, and I'm coming back. Sorry, words are hard. So I'm in grad school and I work a full-time job. I became a grandma. I am still a mom of a teenager and 2 adults, and so I live a busy life and I want to do more with these videos. I want to be able to regularly upload them, but life gets busy, and so I had a lot of pressure on me to create fantastic, not that I was creating anything fantastic, but like, you know, the editing and stuff like that. I wanted it to be perfect. So from here on out, expectations for myself in these videos are going to be very low. Like right now, I'm sitting in my living room. I did go so far as to put my fun little sign up. But other than that, I'm just like sitting here in the living room talking to you like we're hanging out and just chatting. So I'm not even going to add an intro thing. I'm not going to add an outro. I'm not going to do any of that. I just want to connect with you guys with very low pressure. So hopefully you're into that, because otherwise I don't think I'm going to be able to get videos up. But I love you guys and I want to connect with you guys. So I am back, and this is what it looks like now. So I do have a finished object. I probably have several, and I don't even remember the last thing I shared with you guys in any of my last videos. So we're just gonna go with this. And you're not gonna be able to see it all, but this is the corner to corner. Yeah, corner to corner crochet blanket. It looks scrappy, but a lot of it is brand new yarn that I bought that I just really liked. So I put it together and it ended up having a very scrappy feel, which I adore. And it is big enough to, like, my husband and I have a king size, but it's 2 twin size beds together because they're like adjustable. And this fits perfectly on my side and hangs over a little bit, so it's perfect for like a twin size. Absolutely love it. It's super warm, it's super soft. Most of the yarn in this is the I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby, and a few big twists. So it's your like size 4 worsted weight yarn. And if you are curious about a specific yarn that I used in here, then let me know and I will let you know what it is. I'm not going to go through each color, but I did take note of it. I don't know if I updated it in my Ravelry notes, and that's another thing. I'm not going to put a long description down below. If you have questions about things, please just ask me and I'm happy to let you know. Otherwise, I may link to like my Ravelry page, which I'm going to try to keep up to date. So that's going to have all the information on it, and that's going to put a lot less pressure on me to get these videos out. Anyway, huge blanket. Absolutely love it. I did as many rows as I felt like doing. You like the screen section, I clearly did not feel like I wanted to crochet on that for very long, because I just couldn't wait to get to this one or this one. I can't remember which direction I was going, but I love it. And then I just added a very simple, I think this is single crochet. Yeah, I just did single crochet, and I just took 3 colors to pull out several colors from the blanket. I didn't want to add a whole lot, but I wanted a significant a border about that big, and I wanted a variety of colors. That's why I just did a single crochet row. Yeah. I've been posting over on TikTok as well. I think I'm Kayla Makes It podcast over there on TikTok, and at some point, hopefully soon, I will do like one of those reveal videos so you can get a better idea of what the blanket looks like. But I love it so much. It's nice and toasty and super soft. Okay, and I just looked up a tutorial here on YouTube for how to do the corner to corner stitch, and then I just had fun with it. And I'm trying to think what other finished objects I have. I probably have some others, but I don't know know what they are. If I come across them in another video, I'll do that. But we'll go ahead and show you works in progress. I started a pair of socks for myself, and these are just vanilla socks on Magic Loop. And I'm using a pretty old yarn from my stash. It's this one, and I don't actually know the name of it, so can't tell you. It's super old, but I love the way it's working up. I love that like neon green blue color in there, and it's got little specks of this blue, so I thought that would be great as the accent. And I'm gonna do heel, toe, cuff in this. This is Cascade Heritage, I think. Yeah, Cascade Yarns Heritage Sock Yarn. It's $75.25. And this one's been in my stash for a long time too. So I thought those would go perfect together. And I really do love them together. And these will be mine, and I want to wear these with boots, so I'm gonna make the leg really long. I may even go a couple more inches. Yeah. I want it to kind of scrunch a little bit, so I may go another 4 or 5 inches before I get to the heel. I love the way these feel. And I'm making a size medium. I'm using the Crazy Sock Ladies tutorial. How many rounds? I think I did about 15 rounds for the cuff. Knit 2, purl 2. And then keeping track of every 10 rows. Yes, very much love this. And I have it in a bag that I got from Joann Fabrics well before they closed it. I think this may also have been from the store, but this is Granny Life, so I don't know. Don't hate me that I have a knitting project in a crochet bag. But I love this little bag because it's got the handle here. My only complaint is that the zipper goes this direction instead of the other direction, because I'd love for it to be closed here and open here as I'm holding it, because otherwise it's open down here. It's kind of awkward and things can fall out easily, so I'm not crazy about that. But the other one is in this Washington DC bag. I went on a field trip this past September with my 8th grader, and I did have a different project in this bag. I started using it on the bus with the project that I had. I finished the Lisa socks, the Knit Picks yarn. That's what I worked on that trip. But I have a different pair of socks in here. I'll show you the first one. And what I'm working on now, I'm working on the heel flap of these. Again, I'm using the tutorial, the vanilla sock tutorial from the Crazy Sock Lady on Magic Loop. And these are, I believe, a Knit Picks yarn. Static, I believe. And the colorway is Gummy Berry. And the accent is, yeah, that's the Knit Picks tag, Gummy Berry. And then the accent is Oink Pigments Targhee Pigtail, which is 25 grams, and it's 90% superwash Targhee, 10% nylon. And this color is called Boy Wonder. They are an indie dyed yarn. And I think it looks really good with this yarn. Yeah, and I did probably about 20 rounds on the cuff with just a pop of color. Did the heel, left the toe. I didn't want to change colors again. I'm very picky about my socks, the way they feel. And this sock, or this yarn, is much softer than this, and so I felt like I would probably prefer this. So I'm halfway done with the second sock. And then after these two, I need to make my husband a pair of socks. Okay, I have two more things that I'm going to show you here. This is in a bag that I made. I love the little knitting sheep. They're so cute. My little accent handle, some flowers, and then the inside of the bag is some flowers. And I really like this bag that I made. I kind of wish it was, I want to make some more bags that are a little stiffer. What do you call it? The stuff that I use, oh, my cat's playing with something, it's loud. Interfacing. The interfacing I used was not very stiff. What is she playing with? What are you playing with? So this one is very flexible. So I wish I had a stiffer one, but I also like how flexible this is, because when it's not as full, then I can kind of squish it down and it will fit into my purse. So it's not all bad, but sometimes I wish it was more sturdy. So this project was really supposed to be one of those just mindless knitting projects. I am knitting in the round a tube scarf, and I cast on, I think, 100 stitches. These are ChiaoGoo red lace, 16-inch, size 3, which is, I am blind, 3.25 millimeter needles. Got me some silicone beads there for stoppers. And it is just so I can just keep knitting in the round while I'm, listening to my Bible, or just relaxing, watching TV, or just anything mindless. And these are not scrap yarns. These are yarns from my stash, and they're pretty similar. This one, though, I think I got like 13 years ago. I've had it in my stash a really long time. And this one is, what is it? It's Humble Acres yarn. And it was a mystery skein. So it's Humble Acres yarn. It is a sock yarn. That's the information on it. But it was just a mystery hank. And it's very pretty. It's got some purples, whites, grays, and I think it goes well with the other two. These other two I got from Sock Obsessions Yarn. And let's see if I have the tag for those, because I can't remember the name. Okay, this one is called Scattered, and it's a 75-25 base. So there's the Sock Obsessions and Scattered, and I love all those colors. It's so pretty. Let me give you another close-up of that one. So this is the Humble Acres. So it's that pretty purple with grays and some pretty, dark blacks in there as well, but not a whole lot of that. And then this one is the Scattered, and I love the way it is coming out. Lots of fun colors there. And so I'm loving the purple and the oranges and the pinks in that, because then it makes these two really tied all together. And this one, the orange one, let's see if I can find the tag for that. I thought I had it in here, but I may not. So if you are curious about that one, let me know and I'll try to get that information for you. This is the accent, the pink, the stripes, the little stripes that I'm adding in. It is Coats & Company in the color Fuchsia. There's only 20 grams in this. My mom actually gave this one to me. She went to the the cat's got some zoomies. She went to a fiber festival with me and she bought herself this little mini, and then she decided she didn't want it, so she gave it to me. And what I love more than being gifted yarn is being gifted pink yarn. I love it. And so I thought that would be nice with this. And the plan for this is to just really change colors whenever I feel like it. So I started with the pink as kind of, the base, the edge. And then here I have 20 rows of each of these colors. And then I have 3 rows of the fuchsia. And then I started to do another 20 rows of each, but then I realized I don't know how much yarn it's going to take to get around for as long as I want it. And so I thought, if I get down to the bottom or the end of it, and maybe I only have enough yarn to do like 10 rows of each color, then that's going to look kind of weird. So I decided now I'm going to randomly make these sections different sizes, but each time, each section within the pink will be the same amount. So like for the scattered, it will be, I think I have 13 rounds. I just picked a number, 13 rounds. And then my orange color will be 13 rounds. And then my mystery hank will be 13 rounds. And then I'll do 3 more of the pink. And then the next section I may do 25. And then the next section I may do 6, or, you know, just varying, so that no matter what I end up with at the end, it will be cohesive, because they're all not consistent. They're consistent between the pink rows with each other, but they're not consistent all the way through, which I feel like I'm gonna love even more. And I made a little stitch marker to go on here, and it just says Barbie. I don't know if that's backwards, I can't tell. And it's got a little daisy flower attached to it, and that just shows my beginning of round. And this will make more sense when I get to my next project, although that project I don't need any stitch markers for right now, but I have a theme, Barbie, that will make a little more sense when you see my next project. But another thing that I want to show you real quick, it's an acquisition. And so I have another project to show you, but I want to show you the acquisition first. Oh, just kidding, I don't have it in here. See, I cleaned up my mess from in here, and then I put it up like it's supposed to be. So all I'm going to say is I bought more of this, because I don't know if 20 grams is going to be enough to finish my project. And I thought I could always use more pink. So I ordered a full 100 grams of this hank, of this fuchsia color, from Coats and Company. I keep wanting to say Coats and Clark, but it's Coats and Company. And yeah, maybe in the next one I will show the goodies that I got with that, because the local yarn shop that I ordered from included a few goodies, and they're super cute. So this is my take it everywhere, because you never know when you'll get a second to mindlessly knit project. Okay. This might be a little noisy. Okay. So I love themed stuff. Like, I like the fact that the yarn in this, the yarn in this bag matches, like pulls out some of the colors in this. And there's kind of like, not a theme, but sometimes there's a theme. Like when I had my Beetlejuice socks that I made, I had a Beetlejuice bag, I had Beetlejuice stitch markers. It was a thing, right? I love themes. Well, I've been wanting to crochet a Barbie inspired, Barbie colors blanket. I was going to do a corner to corner like the one I just showed you, and exchange, like switch out all the colors just like I did the other one, only they're like Barbie like colors. Well, I'm going with a different pattern. I'm not doing corner to corner, but I'm still doing a Barbie blanket. And my blankets, I want to protect them from the pet hair in my house. So I don't like to have big baskets or anything open. I'd rather store it in a container. So this is my project bag, per se. So my daughter created this, and you may have seen it from an old video, but she and I drew this together. My favorite Barbie is totally Hair Barbie. She was my favorite. I still love her to this day, and I'm so mad that I don't have my one from when I was a little girl. But she drew this on the iPad and I printed it out, and now it's on every side of this. I love it. And the blanket I'm making, I'm using a 5mm crochet hook. I use these Clover. I couldn't think of it. Clover hooks. They're my favorite. They're super comfy, very well made. My yarn doesn't get stuck on it like it does on some of the Amazon hooks and stuff. So I got this book probably from my grandma, and it is A Year of Afghans, and they seem to be kind of like seasonal. Yeah, like the December ones are like, that was a snowman and stuff like that. So the one I am making is this Victorian summer, and it's basically shell stitches, but it's very pretty. I'm excited to get to this border. This is very, very easy. Like, the body of the blanket is very easy. And right now, to get all of the colors that I've chosen into the blanket, I had to do a little math. And if I did my math correct, each color will get 2 strips in the blanket. So like, here's one, and I'm going to make another one in the light pink. So I'm going to go through all the colors, and then I'm going to go through all the colors again. And so each strip is 4 rows of this shell stitch pattern. And this is what I have so far. And I think it is so pretty. I don't think it's too much as far as like all kinds of colors and the stitch pattern. I think the stitch pattern is simple enough. It could definitely be more busy, but it's simple enough. I think it looks great with this. So I've used several colors, and one of them was in my other blanket. I love it so much. I think this one's called, yeah, Drizzle Me This, and it's a I Love This yarn print. So that's one of them. I've used this one. This is giving like Malibu Barbie vibes, and it's called Daydreamery. And the other one I really love and could not wait to use, and I love how it looks in the blanket, is this gray. And it's got speckles of neon in it, and it is so fun. It's a tweed yarn, and it's called Gray Confetti. And I think it looks awesome. And so I haven't used all of the colors yet in the blanket, but here's a color that's going to end up going into it. And this one's called Berry. And then here's another like speckled yarn that's going to go into it. This one's called Crushed Raspberry, which I love because you get the pink as well as gray speckles in there. So it's going to pull all that together. I love the big twist. I think it's just called Hot Pink or Neon Pink. Hot Pink. It's called Hot Pink. And of course, it's Barbie. You got to have Hot Pink. And then this one I really feel like gives Barbie vibes because it's like all the colors of Barbie. So like the Malibu Barbie colors with the like ocean blue colors. Of course, the pink is Barbie. And then the yellows in this remind me of her blonde hair. It's so fun. And this one is called Blosmopolis. So that's fun. Oh, I think there's one more down here that's gonna go in it. And then there's this one, which I think will give a gradient, kind of a gradient striping effect, maybe. And this is Big Twist value. The color is Pink Ombre. So that'll be a nice change. Nice different color to include in it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different colors of yarn to put in this blanket. And so far I have incorporated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm a fourth of the way done with the blanket. And my goal has been to work on it and at least get a couple of rows done. I just want to keep moving forward with it. I don't have any goals like, or deadlines, I mean, that I have to meet. But I don't want it to sit long like this other one did. Because these are fun and it's nice to just relax and be able to do some mindless crochet. Although this will be mindless until I get to that border. I don't know how complicated the border will be, but it will bring it all together and it'll be fun. So one thing I want you to do is let me know, out of everything you've seen, which color or colors should be in the border. I'm thinking I either do one color or 3 colors. I think 2 colors wouldn't look right. 3 seems like a good number for a border. I feel like an odd number would be better. 1, of course, would be fine, but we gotta love the color. And most everything here will be easy for me to get aside from the big twist, which I know Michaels is now carrying. I have a fuzzy. I know Michaels is now carrying big twist, and I was at the Michaels in the next town over this past weekend, and I was like, I want to get some hot pink just because I love hot pink, and they were out of hot pink. Yes, I could order it online, and I could, and I probably will eventually, but if I can use what I have here, then that's great too. I may have to buy some more anyway, because that looks like the border is going to require a big chunk of yarn. So that is all I have. I did make some stitch markers. I should see if I can find one of those right this second. And I can't see it right this second. Maybe they're in here. Oh, there they are. I'm gonna take one of these off. Okay, so I'm gonna use, which one do I want to use? I want to use the one that says Barbie. That would make sense, right? The other one's Barbie colored. I guess I could take them both off and show you. But I will put one of them on here so that I can mark where I've shown you the progress that I've made on the blanket. So as I was creating my theme of fun stuff, I created this one that is kind of giving Barbie vibes, you know, the pink, hot pink glittery, and then I have a little conversation heart on here in the color of her hair, but I thought that was cute. Okay, and the other one is Barbie, literally Barbie. So I put her on a little earring piece so I can hook her on my project, so I will probably put her on there. She is actually one of those little toy figurines from Dollar Tree, and I tore the bottom off, and well, I cut it off, and you probably can't see it very well because I did such a good job of fixing it, but it was like all stretched out, and it I had to cut that off, and then it wasn't black anymore, so I used a black marker and colored her feet. So now she's back together and looking good. But I will attach her to my blanket right now. Oh, I started that other color. You couldn't see that probably. See, doesn't that look good? Okay, so now I need to mark that of where you last saw the progress. Oop, it's a little backwards. There we go. There's Barbie on the Barbie blanket. I would love for her to be totally hair Barbie, but she's cute too. I have a totally hair Barbie pop figure on the dash in my car. I love her. I actually have 2 totally hair Barbies, like from the 90s, that I got at, I think, Goodwill. And I could just tell. I could tell by the earrings, the face, the hair. One, I think it had a little bit of a trim. Makes me sad, but I'm going to hopefully redo them and make their hair all beautiful and stuff again. And so I'm looking for the totally hair Barbie outfits, because right now they don't have their outfits, and that makes me sad. But it's also something for me to look forward to. So like when I go thrifting, like my eyes are on the Barbies trying to find the outfits because she is my absolute favorite. And so I have the brunette and the blonde. When I was younger, I had the blonde only. So the brunette has the blue dress, the blonde has the pink, more pink dress. So that's all I have. I'm back, maybe, for a little while. Comment, interact, like, subscribe, do all the things. I've missed you guys, and hopefully I'm back for a while with no expectations, no stress, just coming in, saying hi, putting out a video so you can see what I've been working on. And yes, please comment, interact with me, because I want to hear from you. I want to have community in this space. Also, check me out over on TikTok and Instagram. I post more there regularly because the shorter videos are just easier to get out quicker. So see me there.